So I recently watched a Veritasium video that talks about how the entire concept of unique learning styles per learner has no evidence backing up the concept.
A whole 50% better. Do you think that was easier that?
Yeah, with the
100%.
words. Yeah,
100%.
sure.
Ultimately, the most important thing for learning is not the way the information is presented, but what is happening inside the learner's head. People learn best when they're actively thinking about the material, solving problems, or imagining what happens if different variables change.
People don't learn through a single style of learning, but they learn from being engaged with the content, which might happen as they learn through multiple styles at the same time. This got me thinking about how my day-to-day work as a product manager maps to the VARK learning styles. Hey, my name's Akash. I'm a senior product manager at Okta in Silicon Valley. And on this channel, I talk about ways that you can level up your product management skills and career. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you haven't heard of VARK, it's an acronym for the 4 different styles in which content and information can be presented for learning and retention: visual, oral, reading, and kinesthetic. I myself tend to be most engaged with content when it's visual and I get to practice it myself. But let's take a look at the work that I must do mapping to each of the 4 learning styles. First, visual. Product managers definitely have to get up on a whiteboard and draw out concepts pretty often, and so that's definitely a core part of the role. We of course have to work with product designers as well, which makes our role very visual. Second, oral. We have to constantly talk about our specs and conduct meetings where we speak through our specs, as well as hear from other teams and hear from customers. And we need to make sure to be listening really carefully to understand the core problems or core concepts being talked about. Even if they might not be spoken about explicitly, some of those concepts might be implicit, and we have to pick up on those implicit problems or areas to focus. Third is read and write. PMs obviously have to put down our specs and requirements into documents, most notably called product requirement documents. But we also have to write slide decks, product updates, documentation, design requirements, concise emails, and communication for us to be most impactful in leveraging the team around us. So reading and writing is very important for us to communicate the most efficiently with the team and the world around us. Fourth is kinesthetic. For any PM to grow in their career, they need to have practiced and gone through the product lifecycle multiple times for multiple different types of products. What that means is I have to not just know the theory behind the product lifecycle and the product management processes, but I have to have practiced all of them to know the ins and outs and the kinds of signals that I should be looking for when I encounter problems again, or even before I encounter such problems. You can't take any bootcamp or course to become the VP of product at Google. You have to have been around the block, shipped and multiple impactful products, which will teach you the skills and the elements to be a great product manager through practice. So I can resonate with this Veritasium video. The product management role really gives me the ability to engage with my work because it practices and focuses on all 4 learning styles at the same time. I must focus on and build each skill set to make sure that I'm successful as a product manager and I'm shipping impactful products. This really keeps the work from getting monotonous, and no 2 days truly are the same. Check out this video that goes through a day in my life as a product manager. Thanks for watching till the end. See you in the next one.